With over a week of the government shutdown, students have mixed feelings.
The law that was passed, and it was by the Senate and by the judiciary, and it was ruled constitutional, and the Republican argument is that it's unconstitutional. So it's basically just a waste of time and a waste of money because the government could be working and operational right now, but John Boehner doesn't want to call a vote on it. And I think it's just really stupid that the Republicans are just wasting government time when they could be working on stuff to better society for our country.
I think it's a reflection of our political system that's actually working. The legislative branch is supposed to be a check on the executive branch, and one way that the legislative branch can do this is by checking the power of legislation proposed by the executive administration, the Obama administration, and I think while Congress has obviously been plagued with bipartisan issues, this is one way to make sure that our legislation system is working.
Though it is kind of worrying, it's certainly going to be economically harmful to the entire country, like if it shuts down, like not just the entire country but the world, because we're going to default in a couple of days if nothing happens.
Professor Philip Joyce explains how the shutdown can affect the university.
Anybody at the University of Maryland, professors, researchers, etc., that get federal grants, grants from the National Science Foundation, National Institutes of Health, or lots of other sources, are going to potentially see an interruption of those grant funds. And even though they may eventually be forthcoming, that may cause difficulty for people in terms of their ability to actually buy things, pay people, etc., that might be working on those grants. The second is that there are lots of students at the University of Maryland, either full-time students with internships or part-time students that may be working for agencies of the federal government that are now on shutdown, which means that people are not able to go to those internships, get those kinds of experiences.
Students also shared to what extent the shutdown affects them personally and the people they know.
I don't really know a whole lot about it, and it doesn't really affect me too much in my day-to-day life, so I don't really think about it. I have a lot of other things to worry about, so I don't really focus on the government shutdown.
Well, it affects my brother, and I live with my brother, and he's a bus driver for NIH, so he's out of work right now.
If the government shutdown continues to operate, Maryland students won't have the opportunities to work as they do downtown internships that a lot of people have, and some of them are on, I know some of them are on government aid, and although that's not directly affected, the longer this process goes on, the more hoops we'll have to go through in order to get that aid that you will need.
I looked for a government internship the other day and the site was down, so that was unfortunate, but it doesn't affect me personally in the way that many other people from this area have been affected.
For the Diamondback, I'm Michelle Chavez.